Hey, what's up, y'all? It's D, about to react to this impressive vid. It's titled, Janet Jackson thinks Diddy faked his grief over Biggie's death. I agree. I saw the doc and I didn't trust it. And Love Island's Ace and Chelley split up. Oh, shocker. Oh my goodness. Would have never thought. Let's see what's going on. Let's watch.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive
Why would Janet say this? She messy.
Did you all know that Janet Jackson tried to avoid P. Diddy like a plague because she did not trust him? And for good reason. Now, I'm sure you all have seen P. Diddy's docuseries on Netflix called Sean Combs' The Reckoning. That docuseries was really wild, and it was interesting how they went into detail about his alleged involvement in Tupac and Biggie's deaths.
He did it.
In fact, it was said that P. Diddy was jealous of Tupac. He was also threatened by Pac's friendship with his artist Biggie Smalls. And Tupac always believed that Diddy orchestrated him getting ambushed and shot up at the Quad Studios that night, where he was coincidentally about to meet up with Biggie.
So, do you think Puffy was involved in the shooting?
Only they can answer that question. I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I can say that will back up my claim.
Tupac getting shot was the catalyst to his infamous feud with Diddy and Biggie, which really intensified when they dropped diss tracks against each other, and Tupac signed with Suge Knight at Death Row Records, and it really started this whole East Coast, West Coast beef. And Diddy hired Crips to basically take out Tupac and Suge. Like, he allegedly put $1 million bounty on their head. And Tupac did end up getting gunned down and killed by some Crips. And 6 months later,
And the nigga who killed Tupac, he didn't even get his payment. That's why he in jail snitching, and he told, okay? Because he's like, I didn't even get paid. That's crazy, though. Because it's been speculated for many years that Diddy was behind it, but for the doc to provide that much evidence, it's like, all right. And then Tupac was even saying he had something to do with it. The first time he got shot, it was just like, nah, bro, come on. Everybody pointing the finger at you. You did it, brother.
Biggie Smalls was killed, and the only reason why Biggie was killed is because Diddy forced him to go to the West Coast, knowing how dangerous it was.
Yeah, he didn't want to be there.
Diddy led Biggie to his own death.
Yeah.
But he put on this big show, like he was so sad. He put on this huge funeral for him, which he allegedly had Biggie pay for. He also did a whole tribute to him at the MTV Awards, just shucking and jiving. He was just doing a lot, and Janet Jackson wasn't buying any of it.
Good. Well, what do you think about the fact that Puffy Combs seems to have merged from all of this murder as the producer of the day? Puff Daddy seems to have become the record producer of the day. It seems like he has a new video every week. Yeah, and you just kind of wonder because...
Oh my God, that blew my mind. How he would rob his artists. He would basically force himself in the music videos and then pay himself. He would make sure he's on each song, like doing little ad-libs and yeah, take that, so that he could pay himself, like for voice creds or whatever the hell. I'm like, how you gonna force yourself in the video? You dancing all in the background and shit. They didn't want you in a damn video, but now you're like, oh yeah, you gotta pay me for this. Like, I was like, oh my God, he was so trifling.
I mean, he's like, one of the ones left after all of this.
And it was like everybody's video. That's why Suge, made that joke or whatever. I mean, kind of joke, not really. When he was at the Source Awards and was like, look, you want to be on a label where, the CEO or the executive producer ain't dancing in every video, then come on over to, Death Row. Because, this nigga will be in everybody video. All his artists, he in the back dancing. Yeah. Like, sir, you don't have to be in every video. What is this? But he did that so he could get paid.
Murder that's gone on in the gangster rap community. Sometimes I wonder. I was very cynical in the beginning, I must say. I was sitting back and saying, okay, how much pain is he really in? It seems like he's taken this and ran with it. Like the death of Biggie. And there's a part of me that wondered if it was really real. You know what I mean?
Because the video seemed to come out so quick. And
yeah, it's like he's throwing them out one after the other. being the sort of cynic that I can be, I wondered, and I'm sure like a lot of other people have wondered, and only he knows that, and God within his own heart. You know what I mean? I hope it is real. You know,
I don't know if she said
and not using that to elevate himself.
Well, Diddy did use Biggie's death to elevate himself.
did.
He destiny swapped with him, basically. After Biggie's death, he went from
And he
being in
took
the
his
background
cover.
to being in the forefront, and he was working with everybody. Everybody wanted to work with him except Janet Jackson.
So every interview, Janet Jackson, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis need to get up off a track. Throw a brother a track or something. No one want to get in the studio with Janet. But I mentioned her name, and she didn't want to work with me. She ain't want none of the hits. So I gotta move on.
Yeah. Not that he's bragging, but I do hear he keeps, and he has asked me a few times. I don't know if it ever will happen. I'm probably the only one who hasn't worked with him.
It was just a dream, a fantasy for me to one day work with Janet Jackson. Now I don't want to do it.
She don't want to do it.
Now, one thing about
Goofy.
Diddy is he's very persistent. He did not give up on trying to be around Janet Jackson in some way. He did eventually work with her on the remix to her song Son of a Gun.
Oh.
And they did rub shoulders in the industry a few times, but Janet still limited his access to her.
She did not
Are you in
trust him.
touch with Janet?
Oh, no. No. But I mean, I know her.
Right.
I just never got a number for us to keep in touch.
Got it.
When Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy hit the news, Janet Jackson quickly deleted her photo she had with Diddy to show where she stood. Now, moving on, I want to talk about some updates in the Love Island world. The Love Island USA Season 7 couple, Chelley and Ace Green, announced their split. Is this a surprise? No, it's not a surprise, because I'm going to tell you this. A lot of these reality TV couples are not meant to last. And a
They
good
never was
portion of them
together.
are fake too.
Hello.
A lot of them, especially on Love Island. We know
fake.
that these couples get together
Every last
because
one
of
of
the
them.
opportunities, the brand deals,
Fuck 'em all.
and just the overall popularity they
I've
can
been
get
said
from
this.
being in a relationship. But it's very rare to find a couple that will actually stick it out. I mean, not everybody can be Serena and Cordell, okay? So yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that Chelley and Ace split up. I did like them together. They were a cute
Girl, they was
couple.
never together,
And it seemed like they had natural chemistry, but that wasn't going to be enough for them to stay together, especially since it didn't seem like they were truly invested. And in this particular situation, I kind of feel like Chelley and Ace are in two different stages in their lives. Ace is younger. He is like 22, 23, so he still is kind of coming into his own. I don't think he's ready to settle down just yet.
You're
And
showing her
Chelley
late
is
20s.
28.
Yeah.
So I think that if she was looking for something more serious, it wouldn't be with somebody like Ace.
She's so
And
pretty.
also, I think that they're going their separate ways because they probably realize they don't need to be in a relationship to build their brands. So they just called it quits. And, you know, it is what it is.
Ace and I actually decided to part ways.
Wait,
Yes.
oh my god, did you announce that?
No.
Oh my god, Chelley, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, it's okay. Please don't.
I don't give a
How are
fuck.
you feeling?
I mean,
Fine.
it really was a tough decision, like
Yeah.
for the both of us, and like, very hard to decide. But you know, when you love someone, sometimes loving someone means letting go. So I
Yes.
think we just got to that decision.
Okay.
Also
that
getting
was
to a
best.
point where because you both have love for each other, you end it
Exactly.
before that ends, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it came from like a mutual level of respect.
A mutual level of respect and understanding that, you know, we wanted this to work, but sometimes things don't work. Couples go through things that are very challenging, and sometimes the best thing to do is just, you know, make a decision that needs to be made. So.
I have to imagine too, it must have been hard for you guys to come to this conclusion when there's a lot of eyes on you and a lot of people like being like, we love you guys together, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, okay, but we're going through, like, we're trying to be ourselves and the best that we can be.
Exactly.
How, like, were the conversations you both had with that?
You know, we had a lot of conversation, you know, and at the end of the day, it was just like a mutual agreement of like,
Stop playing at
you know,
LAX.
this is for the best. And I've definitely thought about like, you know, our supporters, our fans and stuff, but I'll trust that they'll understand.
You know
that.
what they were trying to do? Because I saw Cordell and Serena do a video kind of similar to that where she's like dancing badly and then Cordell come and fuck it up. I thought they were trying to do that. It didn't hit though.
You know, this decision needed to be made if we were able to come to this mutual decision.
Right.
So,
like, obviously, you want to keep some things private and to yourself.
Absolutely,
But
yeah.
for the fans who are hoping for a definitive answer of like, why did they break up? Like, what would you say? Like, what's kind of like the main reason?
Listen, a lot happens in relationships, and you know, I just feel like people can understand that. You know, I think out of
What the
respect
fuck?
to
That does
any-
not look like him from the side. This don't look like him. What type of AI shit is this? Yeah, this is AI. This does not look like him. This AI man is fine. I mean, not that Ace is, and I think Ace is really good looking as well. And even the cup is weird. This is AI. But no, this AI Ace,
I just feel like people can understand that, you know. I think out of respect for the both of us, like the details aren't really necessary, you know. Like I think we can be peaceful and just understand that, you know, we're good with being able to be on the same page. Like our relationship from the very beginning was an understanding of like our relationship isn't for the press, for the media or anything. Like it's because I truly love you and you truly love me. But you know, challenges happen in relationships, and sometimes, like I said, like you want to just be able to say, you know what, let's leave it right here before, you know, it turns into something never needs to be. Like we can leave off on light and love, you know. We're put on this earth to like experience people, so who knows how long that experience could last. Like sometimes we want it to last a lifetime, and sometimes it's just like it's for that moment in time, you know. So it's like very grateful nonetheless.
I agree with that message,
At the end of the day,
but
I wish Ace the best. And for myself, I'm like, okay, I just have to focus, healing, grow.
You're like, I wish the best for myself.
What's next? Yeah, I truly do, you know. So that's.
Now, Chelley is not saying the reason why they split up. I would like to know the reason why. I don't know if there was any cheating involved. Like, I don't know what happened. We will find out sooner or later. But I'm just going to assume that maybe they just didn't feel like forcing it anymore just to stay together for the fans. Now, I will say it is very interesting to see how things turned out, because Ace was saying how some other couples in the villa were fake. You know, he alluded to Olandria and Nick being a PR couple, which if that is the case, then that's their business. At least they're on one accord about what the situation is. But yeah, Ace was out here putting their situation on blast.
This is the first couple that I've heard people say that about. That's their business. No, it's not. They're on a fucking reality show. Y'all are so slow.
When he did that, he got
everybody business. We all in their business. The whole point of the show was to have authentic relationships and people come together to find love. It's supposed to be authentic.
A lot of backlash, and he actually caused Chelley to get a lot of backlash, and I think it also affected Shelley's friend.
Cause it produced Serena and Cordell's relationship, and from my knowledge, they're still together, and they're such a cute couple.
Friendship.
So some people have real relationships from it, but this whole season fake. Every last one of them fake.
With Olandria too. So
this show's never gonna be the same.
Ace doing that interview and calling another couple fake didn't do them any favors. And look at what happened. He and Chelley didn't even make it past 6 months. And he and Chelley were supposed to be one of the quote-unquote genuine couples. And I think they did genuinely like each other. But like I said, these couples aren't meant to last. Like, you don't go on Love Island to find the love of your life. You go on there to get clout. That is it, okay? And so I could see Chelley moving up and up in her solo career.
Some people was going on there to find love towards the beginning, but now it's fake.
She might end up getting...
Because some people feel like, look, I've tried everything else. I've tried apps like Janae, for example. Like, I felt her authenticity, and she's like, listen, been on the apps. I've been trying to find relationships out in these streets. It ain't working, so hey, last resort, might as well try something different. This other shit ain't working. It ain't been working for years, so might as well. So I understand people having that mindset. I mean, I would fucking never. But, yeah, I understand some people being like, whatever, I'll expose my life and get online to find love because they wanted that desperately. But yeah, now that's out the window and it's 100% clout.
With somebody of a higher caliber, I could definitely see that for her. Ace is going to do his own thing and be free and single, and that's it. That is the end of the experiment, at least for now, because for all we know, these two might spin the block and come back together for some more publicity. I don't know. But anywho, tell me what y'all...
Not some more publicity. Child, nobody gonna care. What the hell if they try to spin the block? Who cares? Move on. It's over. I'm tired of hearing about these Love Island people. Jesus. Janet, she knew what was up with Diddy. That is funny. Even back in the 90s, she knew he was fake. And like, I don't trust this nigga. I don't trust nothing he got going on. He on some bullshit. I don't like it. I stand with women. Period. So I love that about her. I knew she was an icon, a legend. Cause Diddy ain't shit. Y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.